These are the chronicles of SV Prism. The crew on board are on a voyage to explore exotic landscapes and foreign cultures as they sail their 33-foot sailboat beyond horizons.
Leaving Nantan-Chen on our way to Chacala. We've got a nice breeze that should help us push the way, and
expectation.
Here we go. As we continued south, we were given a light 12-knot breeze on the forward quarter. Our 33-foot Hans Christian is not considered a fast boat, but in these conditions, with the swell behind us and with just the right sail plan chosen, she will hold her own, cruising at a steady 5 to 6 knots. This is hard for some people to believe, especially considering the fact that Prism's newest sail was made in 1989, the year John was born, and she weighs in at over 25,000 pounds, heavier than most 40-foot production boats. But the log doesn't lie. After a pleasant 5-hour sail, we headed into the cove of Chacala, ready to fall in love with what was rumored as one of the gems along Mexico's mainland coast.
All right, we have made it to Chacala, and it's a little busier than we all of us expected. We actually beat Oleada for the first time, I think, ever. We did end up having to motor a little bit at the very end. Like the last 15 minutes we motored because it was dead, and it was pretty rolly out there. And we knew we were gonna have to motor once we got in here because of the way we anchored with 2 anchors out. Because this anchorage is notorious for being very rolly. So Oleada's behind me right now. That's who you're hearing clinking around back there. They're setting their second hook because we are planning on staying here probably a whole week or 5 days to a week. So it should be fun. Shannon and I, we saw that our temperature gauge on our speedometer was reading, it went from 79.9 to 80 today to all the way to 80.4 or 81.4. So it raised almost 2 degrees. So we are going to jump in. We have a little bit of sunlight left, and we got to jump in and feel what 82.4 degree water feels like.
After a quick swim, Oleada came over to Prism for some drinks as we discussed our plans as we sat on the foredeck watching the stars. Chacala is a favorite amongst most cruisers who frequent this coast, and it didn't take long to understand why. For the southbound sailor, Chacala offers the first true tropical vibe, as the surrounding sights blend in with the laid-back island time of the locals. Nestled between a prominent point and an extinct volcano, the large sand beach is perfect for lounging, surfing, or swimming. And with a dedicated dinghy landing beach, you can always get to shore without the risk of flipping the dinghy. Our plans were to use our legs a bit and hike to the top of the volcano. With an elevation of only 400 feet, we thought we would be up and down in a matter of hours. What we did not know was we were about to take the long way to the top. After every switchback turn, we continued to climb, and as we gained elevation, the view continued to get better and better. We soon started walking through cultivated farmland, and then we saw it, the crater of the extinct volcano.
At the top of the crater right now, and it's really cool how nothing really has grown in the center of it. And what's really even more interesting is how they've put this orchard up here, and they've just planted their seeds right amongst the rocks of like the blast rocks and everything like that, which I think is really cool. So definitely worth the hike. What do you think of Mount Wanahakalugi?
I was gonna say, I don't know the name of this place. It's cool. I'm a little let down. I thought it was gonna be cooler.
Like temperature wise, or?
No, just, I guess if you think about it being like an old volcano, it's cool, but it's like...
Did you think there was gonna be smoke coming out of it still?
No, I don't know. I was expecting more than just a crater with green stuff in it.
We soaked in the views from the top and examined the local soursop fruit trees. After some debate, we decided to find a different trail for our way back that would be shorter and would hug more of the cliff's edge leading down to the beach, versus more of the inland route we took up. Back at Prism, we went for a swim and took a shower in the cockpit as we watched the sun set. We were tired, but we knew we had to rally for a night on the town with friends.
We are in Chacala, and some friends of Jess came in. They flew in and they're hanging out, and they have been kind enough to invite us to hang out with them as well. Coming in, it's just, there's no moon, so you're like, where's the beach? Where are the rocks? Where's that reef? Oh, here we go. But we made it dry. Your best friend while cruising. Beat. Woo! Oh. Nicely done.
Thank God you guys were there with the light. Oh, I don't know how you did it.
We have a plastic boat. We don't really care if we go up on the rocks.
Did you hit rocks?
Nope.
Hello?
John checked it out earlier.
Yeah, I looked at paddle this morning.
We weren't sure how much further the tide was going to come up. That's why we brought her up so high.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's good fun longer at 3 feet, right?
There's nothing flowers.
Wait till we roll it over to
The new boat?
yeah.
If anyone's ever wondering, I'd like to go on a vacation, but I really don't want to go to like Cancun or Cabo. But I want to enjoy a nice beach vacation. Chacala is where it's at. Pretty cool. It's just mellow. The streets are mellow. Everything's mellow. It's awesome. It's awesome.
So here in Chacala, to get the freshest vegetables, you just wave down the vegetable truck, and he'll stop for you, hopefully. And the back of the truck is full of fresh veggies. So this is the freshest way of getting food.
¿No? ¿Sí? ¿Está bien?
Whenever we can, we like to get our fresh produce from sources like this. This farmer grows all of this locally. These interactions with locals will not only resonate in your memories, but it will also help you become more fluent with your foreign language. After stocking up on the produce, we decided to use the remaining part of the day to hang out at the beach. After spending almost a week here, we both realized why this place is held in such high regard. We have heard stories of cruisers spending most of their cruising season anchored right here in Chacala, and we completely get it. It offers a little bit of everything in exactly the right doses. Chacala offers one of the best beaches in Mexico with decent snorkeling, incredible hikes including a volcano and a waterfall, and to top it all off, incredibly kind locals that make extremely tasty food. Chacala hit the mark for us, and to this day, we consider it to be one of the best places we have ever visited. Sadly, our time was coming to an end, and in order to make it to Costa Rica in time for Jess and Josh's wedding, we had to continue moving south to give us enough time for weather and to stop at more places along the way. But before we left, Jess and Josh wanted to take their friends out for a day sail aboard Oleada.
It's a boat. Oh, but you're left-handed. I'm like, this would suck.
No, I do both hands. I alternate.
Got it. I am so glad we have a manual. Electric.
What are you talking about? This is a great workout.
Yes, it is.
I get to do this every day when I'm sailing. I love this. I think this is the best. My favorite workout on the boat. Get you some. Get you some. Although it's really hard right now. I think normally it's hard for me to get up, jog, drive forward.
Unless you want your workout.
No. I'm still recovering.
Yeah.
I don't want to barf with my breakfast. Supervise. You know, she's doing a pretty good job. over, you're gonna have to grab not the swivel, but the chain or the anchor. Yeah. See if it's a pain in the ass. Yep. Nice. Layden.
Careful, careful, careful.
I know, I washed my hand. I saw it.
Good work. Nice work.
Okay, now what?
And now another crank. Crank it in tight. There you go.
Good job, Shannon.
I'm a strong
did
girl
it.
like Asher. Asher's strong boy, I'm strong girl.
Yeah.
Shannon's strong girl.
Alright, let's close to the pit of death.
Yeah.
And then it's like the scene from Captain Ron, it looks like the best scene in the movie. They kill the engine.
Yeah.
It's always interesting sailing on a different boat after spending so much time on your own. It's kind of nice not being in charge and watching another couple making decisions as we sat back and both crewed for a change.
Oh yeah. That's some fresh raw tuna for you there.
So you can really blame the whole drone thing on John because he already has one. He was on it.
I can't get it out.
Now I can be up in the sky looking down instead of looking up at my kite.
That's like such a great surprise.
Yeah, I wish I'd been home.
You didn't see that coming? Oh my god, it's amazing.
I mean, it did say surf and turf burger, but I didn't expect it to be.
Didn't fully understand that.
Wasn't sure what the surf part was.
We are getting ready to leave Chacala. I am preparing the boat downstairs, which means put all the stuff away. Since we've been here for a week and a half, the boat was not exactly quite ready to sail. So I have put my galley away, and obviously, I mean, we're only doing an 8-mile sail, and it might not even be a sail because there's not much wind. So I'm not putting everything away like I probably should. But hey, I've left stuff there for crossings and it was fine, so. That's what the non-skid slippy stuff is for, right? And John, oh, he is getting the stern anchor up. Look at him, so good. Chacala has been absolutely amazing. For the first 5 days, we had this whole place to ourselves. And then at one point, there were like 9 boats in here, and the people on shore saying that was like the most boats they've ever seen anchored. Chacala could hold a lot more boats than that. But so John's hoisting up the stern anchor, and then we'll finish putting all this stuff away, and then we'll be ready to go.
So got the stern hook up. Came up like I liked it to. It was really dirty though.
Ew.
There's a lot of poop on the line.
A lot of slimy slime.
Slimy slime. So it's all off now.
Is it easier to get it up with the dinghy rather than us trying to?
I have no idea. I wouldn't want to get that close to shore though. I don't know. It's pretty easy. I mean, you think that it's not going to come, and I'll do a GoPro of it next time I do it, because it'd be pretty cool. But like I put it over the beam, and I kind of get it to where it's tight, and then like the swell, and plus I rock the boat back and forth, and just slowly breaks it loose.
Cool.
Like it was deep. Like it took me probably 5 or 6 minutes just to
get it up.
get it out.
Cool.
Hey.
We decided to take the more direct and slightly more offshore route, compared to Oleada, who decided to take the more onshore route, looking for better fishing, as the underwater topography allowed doing so. With only a few miles to go to our next anchorage, we chose not to use the engine and to creep along with the 5 knots of wind. Because we gave ourselves ample time to make it to our anchorage before sundown, we didn't mind the slow speeds. for the night was Isla Haltimba, a small island that offers a fair weather anchorage on its leeward side. Although the wind was not up, we still had the famous long period Pacific swell rolling in and wrapping around the little island. With the sun setting, we both decided to set stern hooks to get a better night's sleep.
I'll go catch it.
Okay.
We were all excited to get up early to make it to our next stop, the infamous Banderas Bay. Be sure to check out svprism.com for current updates, blog posts, and our recent refits on 2 Hans Christian 33s. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.